When Google Bard first came out, it was a joke. Literally, I barely ever used it at all. It was probably the weakest model out there, certainly compared to OpenAI and even Microsoft Bing search. And I just really kind of ignored it, to be honest with you. That is until recently. They've been vastly improving it. And so I was on there recently and I noticed something else that really caught my eye. So I wanted to share it with you because I think this is really fascinating. It shows the power of having these models directly attached to an internet browser. So here you can basically see I was doing some research on the impact of using generative AI to reduce cognitive fatigue. That's an area of research I'm active in and continue to look at it. So I asked it, what's the latest research, just an example. And then I said, okay, great. Can you show me some research here? Now, this is typical of a generative AI model. Do I know if this is hallucinating? I don't know. I can look at this and be like, this is a little too perfect and weird, like a 2023 published in the journal Science. The journal Science. I don't know. Is there a journal that just is named Science or Nature? Okay, here's one that looks plausible because there's an acronym I don't understand. But here's the thing. Right down here, you see this little Google icon. I can basically click on that and it's going to tell me where it might have been inaccurate, right? So here it has flagged this. And if I click on it, it says Google search found content that differs, right? So it's saying might be right, might not be. What's odd is that it didn't do that here. So let me go back up to here. The first prompt where I was like, what is the current research on this? And let's apply it here and see what it does. See if there's anything that comes back as true. That'll verify it. I'll give you a good example here. All right, there we go. So you can see that there is current research. It's green. Focuses on the role in reducing cognitive. So here we go. Here is a study. Now I can actually click through and boom. How can AI decrease cognitive and work burden from frontline practitioners? That's great, right? And all these other ones down here, I'll click through and it may not be the perfect citation, but at least it exists. At least there's something. Whereas down here, there isn't really any content or anything you can point to. So is this perfect? Absolutely not. Is this better than not knowing whether or not something is hallucinating? Now, I'm going to pause right there and say that I have a whole problem with this term hallucinating. That's a feature, not a bug. But I actually want, while I got your attention, I want to make sure that you know that I have a course on this, the Generative AI Blueprint course. It's fingers on keyboards. This is not like trying to impress you with big sounding word technology concepts or platitudinal language about AI. It's not scary stuff. It's meant to get you focused on how to use this in a very pragmatic perspective, right? Give you tons of exercises and prompts, examples, use cases. By the end of this, you're an intermediate to advanced user of generative AI. I teach on the main products, OpenAI, generally because it's generally free. And I'll show you here the course page. I'll drop this in a link. It's $249, and you can see over 500 professionals have taken it so far from the likes of these organizations and others. So check it out. It's a fantastic course. It's well worth the money. Yes, you can get reimbursed from it from your employer. Yes, you will get a certificate of achievement to demonstrate your excellence in this and that you actually did it. All right, getting back to Bard. So here we go. This is a great new feature, relatively new feature. You should try it out, and this should help alleviate as we get closer and closer to being able to trust these models. So, all right, Google Bard, I appreciate it.